What's up out there? Welcome back to some more internal suffering. We are on episode 2, and I apologize for the video yesterday. It wasn't the best. I was still learning a lot about this game mode. I was trying to figure this out and jam a bunch of things together and get the thumbnail done and get the video done and get all that out before we left yesterday. We went to see a concert last night. Got to see Motley Crue, Def Leppard. Good concert. Good time, got in late, and now it's early and I'm tired. So I didn't really get a chance to really absorb a lot of this and try to figure it all out and get it in my head before I made my video. I just kind of cranked it out and, I recorded a few of them. But now I've got a far better understanding on what we're doing here. So basically, one of the hangups that I had was that you have to disable a skill, which I was pretty keen on that. But what I didn't catch, and I started in the video and I never really got around to saying it, but you have to have level 99 in your combat skills, not non-combat. So that was what I had a hard time reconciling, was traditionally if you play standard, hardcore, or adventure mode, you have to have level 99 in all your skills to reach this dungeon over here. But not Into the Mist. Not Into the Mist. What am I trying to think of here? The end game, whatever it is. To get this thing unlocked, you have to have 99 in all these skills here. So the combat side of it's going to be a lot easier. So people who are used to playing hardcore combat only are probably going to be happy because that's pretty much your focus is just in the combat side. You do get some skills down here that you can use, but as you go along, you're dropping skills off. So let's dive into what happened. Let's see. So first and foremost, it's been a while since I've started a new character and I died thieving. Totally forgot about the auto eat thing. Yeah, you need auto eat to survive. I walked away, I saved it, closed out, came back, and I'm dead. And I'm like, well, shit. So auto eat's a thing. Forgot about that one. Died to a plant. Same thing. Wasn't paying attention. Died. So like I said yesterday, I will be dying frequently because I'm going to be pushing some edges here and there. Now, let's see. So I did disable a whole bunch of stuff here. What do we got? I think the first thing I disabled was crafting. Then I disabled astrology, herb lore, wood cutting, and summoning. And I'm going to go through these real quick here and tell you why I disabled those. So towards one of the things that I was focused on yesterday when I was setting up my account, and then after I made my video and had some time to look at this, I was trying to think about what to do towards the end game. We need to be level 99, and they said you have to close 10 of these off, which we'll get. I don't know. We'll see how much that takes. It says I only need to close 4 more. 2, 3, 4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't know. It is weird. It said we have to close 10 out to get the cap of 99, but it really only 4. I don't know. Whatever. We'll get there. So when I was thinking about this yesterday, I was trying to figure out what skills do I want at end game? What do I need to be able to do? We don't have to worry about fire making, so wood cutting is not needed. Wood cutting would go into fletching, but if you've watched any of my videos or any of my other series, I like bolts. So I'm going to skip all this crap and just go to bolts. And really, I only care about up to, let's see here. I don't want diamond, so I don't need level 85. What's the next one now? Emerald, level 60. So emerald bolts at level 60 is good to go. And I have a skill cap level, or my skill level cap currently is 60. So I can get all the way up to the bolts that I want. Those are the ones that I'm going to use. I can craft all this and we can get there. So that tells me that I want to keep fletching around at least until I get enough bolts that I'm happy. So that's going to take care of that one. Wood cutting, don't need it because I won't be doing anything else in here. I unlocked enough to get topaz bolts and I can go and just start working on these things for my skilling. That removes wood cutting. So there's that one cut out. I don't need it for fire making. So again, we started with fire making cut off. So that made wood cutting an easy decision. Farming's already cut off. And because of that, there's so many limitations to what you can do. Like we can't do farming to grow stuff. So that's going to throw a big wrench into herb lore. And I just said, all right, fine. I'll just cut out herb lore. I don't need it. I just won't use potions. That's one less thing I have to worry about. We're going to try and do a massive shortcut. So with the last speed run we had, it was permadeath and all that kind of thing. This one, it doesn't matter how many times you die. So who cares? We're just going to go plowing forward once we get into the combat portion. So let's see. We've wood cutting we don't need, fire making we don't need, farming we don't need, crafting, you know I don't like crafting. I'm not big on it, so out it went. Herb lore, again, I just ditched it. Astrology, somebody said you might get some bonuses from this even after they're locked. I tend to not think that, because once it's locked and gone. So I don't think you're going to get bonuses out of it. But feel free to try and see what you get out of it. The other problem I have with astrology is really strong, really good on a hardcore or standard game mode. But on these speedrun modes, you level up so quickly. One of the strengths of the astrology game or the astrology skill is that you can tailor it and customize the stuff that you want. The problem with these speedruns is it goes so quickly. You level up so fast, you don't really get a chance to build up the Stardust. I think I got it right that time. You don't really get a chance to build up the Stardust in order to modify everything the way you want. So, go away. I got rid of that one. Summoning, same thing. Because we're going to have to disable so many other skills, I think summoning is going to be useless. You could probably level summoning up against the melee side and get it to a good place, but it's going to be a money sink. It's going to be a lot of problems that I really don't want. So I ditched that one. Now, what do I have left? So we're going to be down to, say, 3 or 4 skills at the very end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need to cut out about half the skills that I have. Now, thinking ahead, I know some of you are probably looking at, and I did the same thing. You're looking at smithing. You can, let's see how much gear we can get. Not a bad idea. You can definitely, you can't really get dragon gear unless you keep this skill, because it has to go all the way to 99 to get all of the dragon gear. If you're going to craft it, or if you're going to create your own gear, you have to get this all the way down here. I'm not really worried about getting that. Once we get into the volcano, we can start getting some gear there. One of the things that I am really, and I totally forgot about fishing here. If you get down into, where is it? Raw magic fish. These things were hella strong on the last speed run. So I'm going to try to get to those at some point, see if they do the same thing. Because if they do, and Sandstrom, thank you for pointing that out. I totally forgot about those. If they do, then I don't need cooking. My plan was to keep fishing and cooking. I don't really know what my plan was. I was thinking cooking, fletching, and rune crafting. That gives me health. If I have to keep 3 skills, if I can only keep 3, I'm going to keep cooking for the food, but I may just do fishing because I can do magic fish. And then smithing. What did I say? Shit, I don't remember now. Fletching for bolts, and then rune crafting. Rune crafting is a definite skill that I'm going to keep. I am not getting rid of rune crafting. That one is going to be for all the runes and stuff that we need. So that one I need. That one I think I absolutely have to have. The rest of these, I think I'm going to poach as much stuff off of before I close them out. Meaning, fishing. I can get this thing up, and if raw magic fish works, I may leave fishing alone and not disable it. I may disable cooking. The good thing with cooking is anything we kill, like in anything we collect off the stuff we kill over here, can be cooked up and used. So there's that. Mining, right now I'm using mining to collect up silver and gold, and actually iron. I'm working on iron right now to smith up bars, because then I can go into the iron gear and smith up a bunch of headless bolts. I plan on crafting as much of this crap as possible and getting it just built up, a nice big store of it. So same thing with mining gold and silver. I'm going to get a whole crap ton of gold and silver. I'm going to make them into bars, and then whatever skill I want to disable, they can just go. I also worked on a whole bunch of rune essence. Let's see, what all do I have here? Because basically think squirrel in winter. I mean, they're going to pack away a bunch of stuff for winter. So I don't really have much silver and gold right now, but I got some rune essence. I'll probably get that up to say 500,000, something like that. I kept these gems because these two are going to become bolts. And actually, I don't even need diamonds because I can't do diamond lux. So I'll hang on to those. They will make some money. Let's see. So I'm working on bars, working on headless bolts, things like that. So my emphasis right now, if you see, I just kind of arbitrarily closed off a bunch of skills. I say arbitrarily. I didn't really plan to. I didn't say I'm going to lock these skills out, and that's that. I just kind of grabbed a few. I wasn't really paying attention to what levels I needed things to be at, so it's fortunate that some of the things are under level 60. Let's say that. But as things go, I will disable some more. I used agility to make money, and I think this is the one I stalled out on because I don't have the levels that I need. I don't have the bones here. So I could take this one. I could go get 750 and get this one, which would be good. Actually, I must have hit a discount. Yeah. Okay, cool. That was at 1,000. So I was thinking about taking this, but I need to get a bunch more bones. And then using agility for money making. Fortunately, we're not going to need a whole lot of money in this. I mean, we're going to need a ton of money, but like we don't have summoning to worry about anymore. So that's out. Crafting's out. Like there's so many things that I don't have to buy for now. I did buy auto eat tier 1 and 2. So I do have auto eat now. The extra equipment sets we'll be buying, like the multi-tree, I don't care. Won't buy any of that. The cooking upgrades, nah. 100 million in level 99. I won't be able to do that one now because I've killed that. But won't need to buy the axes, the pickaxes maybe. You know what? I'll just go ahead and buy these here real fast. Since we're leveled up, it'll make things mine faster. I totally forgot about buying these. And I just turned it on and let it go. So fortunately I can buy all that and we're good. I'm down to 900,000, but that's okay. There's not really anything else to buy. Like maybe capes and skill stuff, but like I won't have to buy any of this summoning crap. Won't have to buy any of this leather or anything. Like a lot of these problems are just solved. You know what I mean? Just wipe it off the board. And what I was trying to get at yesterday is to play. There's a couple, what I didn't do a very good job of explaining this. My thoughts on this. Like you can play this in two different ways, probably more, but you can ratchet these skills up like I'm doing here, or you can just straight up close off all the skills and play it hardcore combat only. And I think I want to ratchet things up along the way. And I maybe I explained it well enough. I don't know. But I did give some consideration to just closing a whole bunch of stuff out, being ready to go, and then just letting her rip on combat, which I'm glad I didn't because I didn't have my auto eat. But now that I have auto eat, and once we get fishing up to a point, because I think I just need level 60 in fishing, right? 80. So we need to get 80. So I need to close out 2 more skills before I can level that up. But I'll milk agility for all the money it's worth. My thinking on that was to get these up because some of these there's no requirements on this. This one doesn't have any requirements. I just have to spend 2 million. So I could get a ton of money built up off of this. I thought about working off of thieving, and I'm kind of leaving thieving open for now, just in case. Thieving wasn't that great on the last time. It took a lot of food to get through because the interval's so fast, you take a lot of damage, and I wasn't keen on that. But we'll see. I might work on fishing and get up some food and whatever. But that's kind of what I'm doing right now, is just laying in stores of bolts and work up the headless bolts, you know what I mean? Just working on those various things. Rune essence, gold bars, silver bars, because there is stuff we're going to need to upgrade. Like any of the gear that we have, any of this crappy gear that I have equipped can be upgraded, and that provides damage reductions and things. Oh, and I also went into, back when I was level 10, I only could get up to level 10. I worked up attack, strength, and defense to levels 10 of each, and then 12 ranged. So a little bit of work here and there. And I can feed into ranged with the throwing knives and stuff like that. So I don't really need a whole lot of fletching at this point. And the other thing is, once you get down into somewhere in here, I think it's this bandit hideout, you can start stealing crossbows and stuff. So the thieving will come in at some point, and I might just go ahead and work all the non-combat stuff up to level 60. I don't know. I'm still debating on how this goes. This is going to take a while to work on these things, and that's kind of what we're doing. Let's see here. That's it. That is all. So, this is a very cool game mode. I really like this. It's reversing the way you think about things. I haven't even gotten into combat yet, so I don't even know how that goes. But like all the skills that you have to disable and everything, and plotting and planning. And somebody put in some comments about, I didn't quite get it at first. They were talking about melee focus and then ranged focus and then magic focus. They had 3 different characters, and they weren't talking about making straight melee or straight ranged or straight magic. They were talking about making a more focused character to where the skills that they kept, the non-combat skills, were more focused on that particular side, which is actually a cool idea. So if you were doing melee, you'd do mining and smithing, probably maybe some fishing in there. And then magic would be rune crafting, mining, and fishing, something like that. Fletching or ranged might be mining, smithing, and fletching. I don't know. That's kind of an interesting. It was an interesting thought. I thought that's kind of cool to go through and do up multiple characters like that. I don't know that I have time for that, but it seems like a really cool idea. And you've got 60 days, so we'll see how this one plays. And if I get through this fast enough, because I'm going to try to speed run. Last time I kind of took my time and played it. This time I think I want to do speed run and actually focus on completing it faster. I don't know if I'll get there or not, but I'm going to try it. So that leaves, and there's 2 months to run this thing. So that leaves plenty of opportunity to do other builds and other tries and see what works. Especially if I can get this done in, I don't know, a month, that gives another month to try some other things. You know what I mean? Like, let's try speedrun 2 and see what happens. I think it's a cool idea. So we'll see where all this goes. Anyway, that will do it for this one. We will catch you on the next one. Take care.